It's my first ever set of compost that I am harvesting, so I feel very, very, very nostalgic about it, and I hope that it has turned out well. So, we'll see you now. Hi everyone. So today is January 7th, 2020, and I've finally decided to start composting at home. I've been pushing this for just too long and decided that this is it. This year needs to be the year I start. So I got myself all the products, including the compost bin, to start with the process. And I'm going to take you through the whole composting journey of mine till my very first harvest of the compost. So come join me in turning your everyday wet waste into black gold. So I'm going to start the compost today since I have enough waste to start it. So this is 2 days of waste. So I've decided to reuse this old plastic container to collect the waste for now. So I decided to show you how to start this compost inside the house itself, but I'm keeping the compost bin outside in this tiny balcony that we have. We'll start it inside the house so that I can show you properly what all to do, what are the different steps to do to start this whole process. So this is a 3-tire kamba for a small family from Daily Dump. This is unit C, which comes at the very bottom. This is unit B, which comes in the middle, and this is unit A, which comes in the top with the lid. So we need to cover these holes with newspaper, both the unit A and unit B. We need to cover them both with some good newspaper. Make sure that both the holes are covered up properly. So unit C is not moved around so much. This unit is basically to catch all the leachate or the water from our waste, which will obviously ooze out or ooze down from the other units into this. And this is why we need the dry leaves. Those dry leaves will absorb and make sure it doesn't cause any smell or any of that. So that is why we need the dry leaves. Now that you've seen all the 3 units, now let's start the process of composting. So you start composting with this unit C, and to catch the leachate, we will be filling the unit C with these plants or leaves. So make sure to fill this up. So you need to fill up at least 4 to 6 inches with dry leaves. So basically I'm going to be opening up this bag. So that over there is the remix powder that we need to put along with the waste every day. So that's a lot of it, and this whole bag is only for 140 rupees, I think, which is a decent amount. I have moved the unit C to the middle. So now that the compost bin has been stacked properly, now let's start with the composting. The first thing you need to do is obviously take off the cap. So the next thing to do is fill the unit A with 4 handfuls of remix powder. So now we have our first waste to put out. The remix powder is already put inside, and now this is the amount of waste for 2 days. So you can use the rake that you get to just sort this and just put it properly. Hi, I know I look different, but if you have watched my haircut video, you would have already known about it by now. Anyway, if you haven't, definitely go check it out because I know it is probably surprising that I suddenly have no hair. So, yeah. Anyway, today is day 10 since I started doing my composting. So I did face a couple of hiccups on the way while using the compost bin, but I have found a solution for it and I will show you the problem and also what I will be doing about it. I will show you the state of and I will show you the state of my bin currently. So I have switched using a plastic container into a steel one for storing my daily food waste before I put it into the compost bin. So I have started using this, which I got from a local supermarket, and I think this is perfect size for storing daily waste for our family at least. So I usually sit it right over there near the sink where it will sit throughout the day collecting all the food waste, and then at the end of the day I will go and throw it into the compost bin. That's how we've been doing it, and we do clean this once every week. And the reason I stopped using a plastic container was because the plastic absorbs the smell and it smells nasty even if you clean it. So that is why I decided to get this. So now let's take this and put it into the compost bin. So I will show you the problem that I've been facing. Keep it here. So I usually keep 2 layers of newspaper over the waste. So yeah, that is the first one. That is the second one. And this is the newspaper that I was previously using, but it got quite soggy, and that's why I just put it into the waste along with the waste I already had, and it will decompose. I was facing a problem of a lot of fruit flies going inside my compost bin, and usually when there's too much of fruit flies, your decomposing does not happen properly, and because of which it starts stinking, and my waste was stinking every day when I used to open it. And that's when I realized it is a problem. I have been helped by Daily Dump to solve that issue. All you need to do is fill a bottle with water and add around 5 to 10 drops of lemongrass essential oil into it. And what you can do is spray it all over your bin, outside and inside. And again, this is only for mud compost bin. You probably won't face this issue if you have a plastic one. It's a very great natural insect repellent, so I think this is something you can definitely try if you're having trouble with fruit flies. So it's been 16 days since I started. The first unit is full. I should probably switch this to the middle and then switch the unit number B to the top. So that's what I'll be doing today. Before I shift the unit now, I will stir the whole thing a little bit to see whether it is dry or wet. Because if it's dry, I will be needing to put some water into it to make it a little moist, because the compost is supposed to be moist. And if it's really wet, I will be adding more remix powder to match the consistency of the compost. It shouldn't be too wet or too dry. I'm actually not very sure whether it's moist or dry. I know there are people who say that you should not add newspaper into the compost. From the instructions, they did say that you could add the newspaper into the compost. Also, there is no bad smell if that's what you're worried about. I do get like a slight earth smell. So this is the accelerator that you get in Daily Dump. So I will be putting around 4 to 6 teaspoons of this microbes into the compost now, and then I will be placing it into the middle. and this is the 4th teaspoon. So I will mix this once more so that the microbes are spread throughout the compost bin. So now we'll be shifting unit A on top of unit C, and then unit B on top of unit A. The unit A should reduce in its size, so that is what happens when the whole thing decomposes properly. But in the meantime, we'll start filling in unit B. So I will be adding this into this. And now we will be filling this waste with some remix powder. So that is day 1 of unit B. So today is March 19th, so that means we have been composting for almost 2.5 months now, and we still haven't finished our second kamba now. So this is yet to fill in, and that's mostly because I had been away for a while last month. Because of that, we didn't have a lot of waste accumulated. So anyway, today I'm probably going to fill up the second kamba, and mostly tomorrow or day after we will be having to switch back our first kamba from the middle. So we will have to take this back up again. Today we're going to fill up the second kamba. Alright, it is almost to the top, but I think we could maybe manage another set of our waste, and then we can close it for good. And tomorrow I will be mixing everything up like we did for the first kamba. Today we're gonna finish our final batch of waste. So we are finally covering this up. This is our final batch of waste in this second kamba now. So today is March 21st, so it's been 2 days since I last put my waste into the kamba, and today we have to shift the second kamba to the middle and take back the first kamba into the top. Yesterday we had a lot of rain, and I had finally been able to use the raincoat especially for the kamba. Thankfully it did not become very soggy. The waste which will probably have reduced in size in the first kamba, we will pour it into the bottom kamba. So now let's go and start mixing up all the waste. So once you've mixed it up slightly, we will be adding the neem powder as well as the microbes into this waste now, because this will help make the compost much faster. Because the quantity of waste is higher in this one, I will be putting, I would say, around 1/4 cup. Mix it up again once so that it goes into the pile well. Make sure to mix it very well from the bottom itself as much as possible. If you look at it, we have almost had a lot of compost formed. I don't think the newspaper is actually getting composted at all, so I think it is not a good call to put the newspaper with the compost now. Everything has almost come down. So we will be shifting this to the bottom. So the bottom already has the dry leaves like we first put, and we will be shifting this into the bottom one. Alright, so we have transferred all of our waste from the other kamba onto the bottom kamba, and you can see that our compost has become really dry. So that means it doesn't have enough moisture, and it needs to be like earth and not very dry like this. So I'm gonna add a little more water to this. So make sure to know that whenever you put the remix powder into the waste, just add enough of it and not too much, because if you add too much, this is how it's going to be. You will see it's become really dry, and I don't want it to be dry. And if it is dry, always mix it up a little. And see, as you can see, it is really dry. Which usually means the overuse of remix powder. And now, as you can see, this is again dry and it's empty. So this is going to be coming as the first kamba now. So now we will be doing what we did in the very first. So before we put any more of our waste, we will be putting some remix powder in the bottom. So now we're gonna put the waste for today. And now more remix powder. Again, this time make sure you don't add too much to it. Just enough to cover it up well, but not too much so that it becomes really dry. So finally, the harvesting is to be done now. It's been solid 5 months since I started the composting. Usually it just takes 1.5 to 2 months, but I wanted to keep it for longer because the 3-tiered kamba that I'm using now lasted me easily 5 months to fill up for a family of 2. So if you are a small family, the kamba can easily last you for over 5 months. So finally my all 3 tires are filled up now, and I need to harvest my first set of compost. So that's what we're gonna do now. So the topmost kamba has been filled now. As you can see, it's filled up. So I hope that you are as excited as I am to harvest this whole first set of compost. So I feel very nostalgic about it, and I hope that it has turned out well. This is the top one now. This is the one in the middle, and this is the one in the bottom, and this is the set of compost that we are harvesting today. I can't wait to harvest this now, so let's start. So this is my compost now. Almost everything has been composted except for some twigs and some of the paper and some eggshells, I guess, and those I will put back into the kamba again. Otherwise, look at this, like almost everything is composted. It's just like soil. We are going to be passing this compost through this bamboo sieve. This is also from Daily Dump, so we'll be passing it through this, and hopefully it will collect all the bigger chunks and pieces that hasn't been fully composted yet, and I will collect it, the rest of the actual compost, in this newspaper here, and then I will pack it up and keep it separately. So that's what we're gonna do now. I finished the bottommost kamba, and this is the middle kamba. So if you look at it, it's already formed proper compost already. Like, I don't think I need to keep it in the bottom one again. I might actually just harvest it now itself instead of waiting another whole month or so. From one kamba, so many kilogram of compost has been formed already, and this is the things that have not gotten completely composted. As you've seen, I'm going to be harvesting the second kamba also instead of keeping it. Honestly, the compost gets formed in like 1.5 to 2 months max. So obviously the second kamba has also formed proper compost. The newspaper in the bottom of the second kamba has disintegrated properly, so we need to put a new newspaper under so that we can keep it on the top. We are going to be using this now to store the whole compost and the dry waste in. If anybody wants it, I will be sending it to them or asking them to collect it from here. Okay, so that's a lot of dust that I would need to clean up now. Harvesting the compost can be quite a messy thing. If you have enough space in the balcony or in your terrace or something, try doing it there so that you don't bring this inside, but I don't. And we need to fill this now with the dry remains of the compost, and then we'll put in our wet waste and we will be starting our whole new cycle all over again. So I really hope that seeing this whole thing happening in real time, as in for me it took 5 months because the Kamba had so much space for a family of 2. For a family of 4 or something, it might get filled up faster. The compost will be formed in like 1.5 to 2 months for sure. This is my first experience in harvesting my compost and making my own compost at home. It makes you feel so accomplished knowing that all that would have otherwise gone to a landfill and probably never even gotten composted, but instead it has become compost, and that's a really great feeling. And the fact that I have not had to throw organic wet waste into the dustbin, it feels really good. And I really do hope that each of you who may still be wondering how to compost will hopefully learn something from this video, and hopefully you will also have the courage to start it. And please don't think that if you have a small space you can't compost. Even I have a really tiny space, but I do. Don't make excuses of not being able to get a compost bin. You can make do with any kind of container that you can find. Just make holes into it and that should do, because what we did now is aerobic composting. You need some air, and for that you need those holes. And if you start composting, please do post photos in Instagram and tag me so that I can see it, and hopefully we'll be able to share that and inspire more people seeing your effort. And if you have any query about this composting, please do comment below and let me know. I will try to answer as much as I can. So I will see you again next time. So until then, bye bye.